How to use Git in a Python project from scratch. That's today's video. Let's dive into it. We're going to run through the basic workflow from creating the repository to making changes and adding code, and then sharing that code on GitHub. First, let's open Git Bash on the desktop, and let's make a directory called YouTube. Let's cd into it. Let's create our repository in the YouTube folder. Let's make a folder for our project. Let's call this Git tutorial. Okay, and now let's create a README file for the repository. So let's do sudo readme.md, and here we can type YouTube tutorials for our header, and for the description, tutorials for YouTube. Okay, go ahead and save it. And now when we do an ls, we can see we have our Git tutorial folder, and we have a README to describe what this repository is about. All right, Git status. These files should be untracked at the moment. Let's git add dot and git status again. After staging all the changes we have, now we can do git commit. Give a message for this commit. Let's say first commit readme file, and git log. We should be able to see our first commit. All right, now to share your project with the world, even though we haven't coded anything yet. So let's go to GitHub. Assuming you've already registered for an account, go to new for the repository name, YouTube for description, tutorials for YouTube, and then you can select whether it's public or private. We already have the README file, so let's just create the repository here. Since we have already created an existing repository on our desktop, we can just click this button here to copy everything. Go back to Git Bash, go ahead and right click to paste. Okay, that didn't work. Copy, right click, paste. And now we can do a git push origin, which is what we call the remote. So that's the GitHub version, and master is the local version. So we're pushing what we have now onto the remote. The master branch has been pushed to the remote. We can refresh, and we should be able to see we have our master branch, we have our readme file. Okay, just to recap. So we created a repository locally, and then we created a new repository on our GitHub, and we linked the two using git remote add origin, where origin is the name of our remote. And then we push what we created locally to GitHub. So that's where we are at now. Okay, now we want to start developing and start actually coding. So let's create a new branch. Git checkout -b dev mat. You can call your branch whatever name you want, but basically we don't want to do all the changes on the master branch. We want to create everything in a separate branch, and when it's working fully, then we merge it into the master branch. Let's create a script. Hello.py. We're gonna print hello git. Now if you do git status, so I've actually created hello.py in YouTube. Let's move it into git tutorial. mv hello.py, and then git tutorial. So let's go ahead and add our changes. You can also add specific files by actually writing out the file name instead of git add dot. Okay, next, git commit. Let's just say greetings. Yes, because we're on a new branch, we haven't set what we are pushing to. So let's just copy this command here, Control C, and then right click to paste. Oh my god, it never works. Control C, right click. All right, awesome. So that's been pushed to GitHub. You can go ahead and compare and pull requests. That's only if you want to pull it into master, so everybody who may be collaborating with you can see it. We are merging what we have in dev mat into the master branch. So let's create the pull request, and you can see there are no conflicts with the base branch. So that's the master branch. So we can go ahead and merge. Confirm merge, and that's it. So now if you go back to the code, our master branch also has git tutorial. So both of these branches now have the same things. Let's go back to git bash, check out our master branch, and remember this is still the old master. So what we're going to do is git pull. As you can see, we've pulled down git tutorial hello.py. So this gets the latest working code from GitHub onto your local master. Now, let's say we haven't finished creating code for our project, and we're gonna come back tomorrow. Going to go to bed now. Let's go to sleep now. It's tomorrow. You wake up and you start coding again. So let's open up Git Bash again and also GitHub. Okay, again, we're gonna cd into YouTube Git tutorial. So make sure you do a git checkout master if you're not already. I'm already on master, so that's okay. And again, git pull, because let's say you were collaborating with other people, they might have pushed other stuff and merged with master during the night when you were asleep. And once everything is up to date, let's do git check out your development branch, devmat, and then we do git merge master. So if there were any new changes to master when you were sleeping, bring all of that change into our development branch as well. Good. Now you start developing again. Maybe you make another file. Let's call it bye-bye, and then you print bye-bye git. Let's save that, and we can close it. So now if you do git status, there should be a bye-bye.py that's not tracked. Git add git commit bye-bye, and then git push. We're pushing to the origin remote, and we're pushing from devmat. Great. So this is our work from today. We can see it on, we have to go to our branch, and we can see now we have hello and we have bye-bye. All right, so if you've checked your code and it's all good, then we can again create a pull request. So remember, we are merging our branch into master. Okay, and now we do create pull request. If it doesn't make any conflicts, we can merge, confirm merge. And now let's say the project is done. So what to do if we want to delete the branch? Well, we can click delete branch here on GitHub, and now you can see devmat has disappeared on GitHub, and you can do exactly the same thing locally. We can't delete the branch if we are on the branch, so let's git checkout master and then do a quick git pull to get all the latest changes. Now we can safely delete our local development branch. So we do git branch -d for delete, and then devmat. So if you do git branch -v, you can see we only have the master branch now. If you want to create a new branch, you want to restart the project, again, you can create a new branch, do your work. At the end of the day, push it to GitHub, and if you're happy with it, merge it to master. Just rinse and repeat. That's today's video. I hope that was helpful in giving you an overview of what is the basic workflow with Git and GitHub and Python, and how you could use this to collaborate with others and not have conflicts. I hope it helps. Leave a comment below if it did.